So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Playing Minecraft in a world that I created a long time ago. This is with the new update after April... Oh, excuse me, June 4th or 5th? I believe it was. I can't remember. Yeah, it was, I believe it was yesterday, June 5th. I think it's 1.9. Not entirely sure which one it is. Oh, look at me. Rank of 4. I think it's because where's all my stuff at? Yeah, it's over here. So this is my dump chest. Dump chest near my massive furnace here. It's my double furnace where I'm cooking kelp. Lots of kelp. To make lots of dried kelp blocks. So you can see a series of chests here. Alright, and all this is coming down from a kelp farm that I created on here. And I wanted to give credit to a YouTuber who helped me put this on here. He didn't help me put it on there. I watched his YouTube video on it, and for the life of me, I cannot remember his name. But this is inside a mountain. I basically excavated an entire mountain and made this kelp farm here. It's massive, but it does a great job. The kelp farm is made by kelp here, planted, comes up to a piston underneath an observer, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers, which goes out to 7 blocks exactly, so that the water up there flows just to the edge without going over, but it kicks over any kelp. So once the kelp rises to hit the observer, the pistons simultaneously knock all the kelp down. All right, rises to the top, flows off the water down here into the what you call that sorter thing, the hopper, which goes down into the chest. The chest goes down into my massive furnace. So I created it first out of sandstone, as you can see here, just because I like the look of the sandstone, and I went ahead with that design, sandstone, which looks to be more Egyptian, and then I went with the whole Roman Egyptian look here with inverted diorite stairs with some quartz columns here with some netherrack, which I'm burning at each one of the levels here. I thought that was just a nice look, so I went with that. Anyway, what I was saying, it all came to my dump chest. The reason I do have a dump chest, because if I have a lot of stuff in my inventory, and I want to convert my kelp, which gathers in that that chest down here. Once I gather it all up and I put it all in here, I come here to the crafting table and I make my dried kelp blocks. Anyway, so as you can hear, there is a there's one of these wandering travelers that came along with the is it nighttime? Because I hear, yeah, it's nighttime, so I hear zombies, the whole bunch. So I'm in survival mode because this is how I created the world. I created the world all completely out of survival. This is of course, my inventory room. But right now I'm in the process of making a elevator to climb to my Tower of Babel, as I call it. Tower of Babel, which was inspired by a fellow friend's tower in another joint room. As you can see, part of my tower right there. It's raining outside. And this is where I sleep, lay my head at night. Got 3 beds. Don't know why I have 3. Well, I have 3 beds because every once in a while my daughters like to play. And yeah, so anyway, I have my beds up here for anybody who comes in and plays and whatever. But there is the mob, the zombie. Oh, there's 2 of them. That's great. And there's my llamas. 2 of those llamas. I can't see. Where's the 3rd one? Yeah, there's 3 of them in there. And my horse. Horse I acquired on my own. One of those llamas I acquired on my own. But another one, I killed a wandering traveler and I stole them from him. Those wandering travelers, all they want are emeralds in return for other things. And I'm not going to give up my emeralds for crap that they're offering, like cactuses and flowers and stuff like that. I'm just not going to do it. It's not worth it. Maybe in other types of gameplay, but not this one. Future potential automatic fishing material. So since the update, or since previous updates, friends of mine who've played this game cannot do an automatic fisher, and I think that's something that the creators of Mojang have fixed, because automatic fishing enabled a lot of players to gain access to those books, and that well, I didn't mean to do that. The books with spells on them. So anyway, we're in my main building here. This is where I live. This is where I lay my head, and this is where I keep all my material here. Got it nice and sorted here. I wanted to come up and find out what the name of that guy who on YouTube who inspired me for that automatic fisher. I'm gonna go to my library here on YouTube and find out, because I wanted to give credit to him. It's not a build hack. I mean, it is kind of a build hack. I'm gonna have to look it up. Kelp farm. Because I took the majority of his idea, because I liked it, but he had a rail system in front of the kelp farm that I just did not didn't care for. But I mean, that's that wasn't the point, you know. The kelp farm was the most important thing. See, now for some reason I can't find it, and it was like one of the easiest ones to find too. It's driving me nuts. Because I love this kelp farm. It's done wonders for me, and I truly appreciate how he made this. Oh my gosh, how many kelp farms are there? Man, I cannot remember which one it was. Oh, let's go to my history. I know. I've watched 1,000 videos since then too. It's driving me nuts here. Better look if I find it on history. Man, I must have fell asleep watching YouTube or something, because there's a lot of movies on here that... There's no way I watched all these trailers. Oh, I'm getting close. I'm getting close to it. There it is. Yes. I believe this is it. Cub Fan 135. Minecraft 1.13 automatic kelp farm and efficient dried kelp block. That I pretty much appreciate. Cub Fan from Cub Fan 135. I'm subscribed to his channel. So, like I said, he helped me create that bomb kelp farm. As you can see, I'm eating baked potato. Baked potato is the best, one of the best sources on here to eat, because it's easily produced. And anyway, so Cub Fan 135, thank you very much for this idea. I appreciate it very much. It has proved efficient. The only thing I didn't take away is the minecart track that dumps it. I prefer the hopper chest to massive furnace method here. But I have more kelp than I know what to do with. Actually, I have 1, 2, 3 massive furnaces, and throughout this world I have multiple furnaces everywhere else. So as you can see, this here's another massive furnace right there. Simple, 2 chests, 2 hoppers for what you're going to put in there, 2 chests, 2 hoppers for your supply. So so that's all the kelp that I'm getting from the kelp farm, and I have that one as well as this one as well. This too, but this one I started before I had the kelp farm up and running. I was using buckets of lava. You can do that, or even a more efficient way is blocks of coal. So currently don't need to mass produce stuff except for glass. I'm in a current project right now where I am building a Tower of Babel. Is that the same one? No, I don't want that one. I want not that one. I'm creating a... There she is. That's the one I want. I'm creating a Tower of Babel. Is it daylight out? My Tower of Babel has an elevator in it, and so far, it's raining. It's great. So as you can see, there's my Tower of Babel. It's massive. It goes all the way up to the top. All right, up to what, level 256, 57, and at the base of it down here, what I'll call the subfloor of it, is my soul sand and my magma blocks, which allow me to either rise to the top or descend to the depths, if you will. Anyway, I have that going for me, and I've started it, and I'm up to block 109 with my elevator. Once again, all of this is man-made in survival. Like I've been working it for a year. I gotta fix that right up there. So I'm gonna need to get the bamboo. So here's my elevator, right? And it's your standard using of the signs to stop the water from flowing out. That's going down. I should probably... This is what I'll do. I'll break this, put it up here, and I'll say going... capitalize it up. Alright, and then as you can see, you go up, there's one level, and here is another level, and here's the top of it, and I have not finished, and as you can see, I still have a long way to go. This Tower of Babel was inspired by a friend of mine who plays Minecraft from time to time, but she made a tower in a shared world that we all played on, for the life of me. Trying to remember her name. Give me a second here. What is her name? Her name is... I know her real name. I don't want to give out her real name. Andy Girl. There she is. Andy Girl. So Andy Girl helped me with inspired this design. Andy Girl inspired this design. So thank you very much to her. Many thanks to her for that inspiration. But it is not complete, mostly because I need a way to get up there. You can use, of course, the bamboo to make scaffolding. All right, scaffolding is what assisted me in making this, but I took down all the scaffolding until I get my well, there's some scaffolding down there, but until I finish this elevator, I'm not going to be able to get to the top until I'm done. That's going to keep me inspired. So this is what I do. I just put the glass blocks down, and then I can be closed off on all sides until I get to a level. But I'm not going to create any more levels in this building until this elevator goes all the way to the top. So right now, I think this level's really good. I like this level. So right here could be another floor, and then we can go all the way up and keep on producing. Now, what am I going to put in here? Well, I don't know. This is a massive tower. So what do you put in a large structure? If you go to different countries around the world, and I've been to a few different countries around the world, they have massive buildings. And what do they put in them? Well, they put in office rental spaces, or they put artwork. So, you know, who knows what I'm going to put in here? I don't really know. My main objective was get to all the way to the top, and I still cannot believe they haven't fixed those clouds going through buildings like that. It just drives me nuts. And I have a roof up top. I don't know why it still rains and snows in here. So anyway, I'm going to, this is the up, so I'm going to go down and show you how you exit out. You can go out that way. That's simple. So as soon as you get to the floor you want, all right, come on, get up there. Just go out that floor. That's simple. That's simple. Anyway, so there's that floor, and then I've got, we'll call it the third floor. This is the second floor. All right, missed that floor. Anyway, so luckily, now if you go down too far, you hit the magma blocks. But if you push up and swim fast, oop, almost died there. Well, I didn't die, almost died there. But there's my kitty cat, who's guarding it from all the creepers. But I don't really have any problems with creepers or anything coming in here. It's lit up fairly decently. This tower has 4 accesses. Great, just wasted a glass block. 4 accesses to a, if you will, north, south, east, west entrance to the tower. I'm still using grass here and patches like this, so I still don't know what kind of design I'm going to put in there. I'm thinking I'm just going to put regular carpet in there. something that'll match, something that'll look good. I don't even like this floor, but it'll do for now. I still may put just carpet on top, but I did. I just can't believe how much diorite and granite I used um, to create this floor. And in the center, I did have one block of redstone, and every floor has one block of redstone there. It's, believe it or not, it's just not a lot of redstone there. And those are the new lanterns. Love the lanterns. They do take, they do hit up your iron supply. But anyway, there's my tower. The tower's ultimate goal was to be able to create a point where you can jump off and go all the way from the top to bedrock, all right, in order to bounce on the slime blocks. That too was inspired by Andy Girl, who hers did as well, and you can actually take a boat. Now, the boat, if you're in a boat and it hit a slime block on the way down, it goes almost twice as high. So it's really fun. Just something to say you could have done. But yeah, let's do it. So it's getting nighttime, but I don't care. I'm okay. Over here is my plethora of sheep, my sheep farm. It's getting dark. But I have a sheep farm here. I guess industrial size sheep farm. All the different colors, not sorted all the way, but I got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, if you will, purple, purple and more indigo there. I need to separate those guys. I got a couple ducks, or what call them, Dickens, or chuckins. What do you call them? Whatever. Or they either ducks or chickens, one of the two. They lay eggs, but oh, there's an egg for you. Yeah, I'll take that. Anyway, that's just one more stall. And then I have, of course, black or gray or whatever that is. It's hard to see because there's a lot of light coming in my room here right now. Your grays and your teal color, and I forget what else. Lime. Oh yeah, lime green, pink, brown, and yeah, white and magenta. So all 16 colors of them here. I got a second floor. The second floor is pretty dope. I got a line of hail bays here. If you ever make too much wheat, you make hail bays, and hail bays are good for llamas. Llamas are reproduce with hail bays. But this is my second floor. Is a more of an observation deck. I don't know what you're going to observe with sheep, other than sheep being sheep. But here's my observation deck. I don't know what inspired me to make this, but it is of my own design. Yeah, that's simple. But yeah, I do. This is one of my favorite buildings too, believe it or not. I wanted to put a roof. My daughters did not like the idea of a roof, but anyway, I need to put in some stairs there, and guess what? I hear phantoms. Great. So here comes a phantom chasing after me. Oh, and a spider. Nice. Crunch. So, yes, I do sleep. Oh, hello. Let's see if I can get him. So, I like to get phantom membranes. Phantom membranes are used for those things that I'm not at a point yet in these. Here's the phantom membranes right here. Phantom membranes are used for that cloak. What's that cloak called that you can make? Cannot remember what that cloak's made of. Oh, what is that cloak made of? It's made of phantom membranes and other things. I just can't, for the life of me, remember what it is. Nor how to get it. I forget. Anyway. You do it in the crafting. You craft it somehow. I can't remember. Anyway. I know it all. Now let's go down to my subfloors of this building. This right here is my massive netherwort farm. Why do I need this much netherwort? I don't know. But I collected a lot of netherwort, collected a lot of soul stand in the end, and this is what I made. I like it. It's just nice to look at, I guess. But, you know, every once in a while I'll come in, make netherwort blocks, and you can use them as building material, whatnot. But this is a nice way for me to decorate with the lanterns and the... I just dig the look in here. Thought I could have better execution of a design here, but this is the best. I've renovated this area a number of times. And I've got many accesses all the way down to bedrock. I think the next thing after my elevator is making an access all the way down to bedrock so that I can put slime blocks in. Here's another subfloor for just overflow of materials, fences, stairs, wooden stuff, you know, doors and whatnot. A loom to make banners, which it's that in itself is tricky to make banners, but in any heart, this is a block that is in the villages that is not cannot be used as of yet. It's an armory block or something like that. I put it down just to see what it can do, and it really does nothing yet. Place for all my wool. You've seen all my sheep, and here's all the carpet. Now all this carpet was all come from a mansion that I demolished out in the southeast corner. This my banner stuff, and this is all the oversupply of all the dark oak planks that I have. And you know what I can do is I can take a couple of these planks and create more sticks. I need more sticks. But anyway, here is the entire world that I've discovered in here. Now, I usually play this online. This world online, I let people have access to it. And I want people to have access to it. Friends mostly, who I trust to come in here. And if they want to use any of my resources, that's great. Just don't destroy anything. If you want to create a house, create a house. Although I've made model houses for people if they want to. They can use any one of those. But this is my world. And we've got the new cartography table, which is I just recently kind of learned how to use it even better. But you can create expansion maps now, which I believe you could have done on PC. I'm not a PC gamer, but as you can see here, this is a close-in view of the map that I'm currently on. I'm up to the top part of the map there. Why did it pick that area? I don't know, but that is the center of the middle map right there, map 0. And this is a level 1 map 108 level 0 of 4, and I had to understand the levels. I didn't quite understand that until I watched a YouTube video about how to create these levels. So I got 3 of those maps, but then there's level 108 and 110 here is, I believe, level 2 of that, level 1 of 4. So it expands even more. And then if you take this one, 12, all right, that it becomes level 2 of 4, so on and so forth. I have all those in line here. These are all the maps that I have of this area, so right here. So I'll show you, I have 2 maps of this one, okay? So let me put one down here. Let me take an empty map right here. Alright. I'm going to put that in the cartography table. I'll put that up there. And I'll put that right there. And it copies the map. So now I have another map. So I'm going to come up here. And I'm going to put that right here. And because that is number 29 of all these maps. So this is map 0. And this is a 5x5, much like this. This too is what I'm doing, is I'm copying maps. So if anybody wants a map, they can come in here, take it, and go off on their adventure. Or if they want, they can create their own maps. My youngest daughter, she just loves to I guess you know, come in on her own accord. You know, she doesn't like using any of my resources, which is fine. She wants to build everything on her own, and I agree with her on that, you know, because that's kind of how I am, and that's okay. But if ever she gets in trouble, I say, hey, you can always come over and use my stuff, and she's like, nope, I'm on my own. So here's my little water access into the building, basically where you can swim in, and there is that wandering traveler. Let's go talk to him. Now, wandering travelers. The other day, I wanted to see what a wandering traveler provided me. He can't provide anything, right? So you go in here. He wants emeralds for a mushroom, all right? And it says level 1 novice. I don't understand that, but he wants 3 emeralds to give me cactus. I can go to a biome and get a cactus right now. Sugar cane. Don't need sugar cane. A rose bush. Don't need a rose bush. Don't need a fern. I got a fern. I can give him a fern. But a bucket of pufferfish. Now that I might use, but not for 5 emeralds. I can go out into the large bodies of water that I have in this extreme world and get my own pufferfish. I just don't understand why I'm giving up such a high commodity for such a low level thing. I don't get it. Now, it's got me at the levels. I'm not entirely sure how the levels work with this stuff. So, not a big deal. But since I can't use anything from him, I shall kill him. And what I've determined is they're just going to come back. They just wander into this neighborhood to, you know, it's like killing the messenger. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. Whatever. I don't care. But you know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about creating a faux office building out of that. That looks like a good place to put a faux office building. You know, just something that looks like an office building. I think that would be kind of neat there. Anyway, yeah. So I've been thinking about that for a while. That would look neat. Anywho, this is on the inside of... Now, I didn't create all that, but I did make it to where it covered up, because inside there is my kelp farm, and that mountain, if you will, right here, was already there. So I didn't do much to cover it up, but I did cover up a part of it. Oops, I fell down. And as you see here, I did create lots of areas with all this bamboo here, because I needed bamboo at the time. I needed bamboo in order to make the scaffolding. And what I found out is bamboo just unbelievably grows. It's just unbelievable. So I was like, you know what? This is a good deterrent for mobs. It does keep mobs away somewhat, you know. It does keep them either confined or whatnot. Now, I was talking earlier about my model home. Now, this is just a home that I created, and here's a start of another model home that I'm going to make I have lots of little projects, and that's what I've determined makes for good Minecraft, is just making lots of little projects. And this was my first model home that I created. Quite ugly, I believe, but you know, not for me. But it is just a home. If somebody wants to come in here, use it, take all this stuff out, that's fine too. But it's got a basement, and it's got a bed. I forgot I put a bed in here. A nice little staircase. But what I did was I created a access down here to connect to the other house, so that they can come in here and share. And I hear a monster. Why do I hear a monster? I believe that there's a little monster in here somewhere. There's a cave. I remember a cave being in there, and I just closed it up because I could care less. Anyway, so this is my sub-basement of another model floor. Or somebody can come in here and build off this. I think that would be great. Too close for neighbors. I forgot I had this supply chest over here, but it's good for building. What I've also found out, this being my, you know what, I never fixed this. This is an issue because I've never fixed this to make it look like this again. A creeper blew up over here one time, and I just replaced it with bamboo. I don't know why I did that. In any case, I need to fix that. There's a lot of things I need to fix. I need to fix this. This is just a decorative, like, little tower that I made with a bed and a cauldron, whatever you call this thing that doesn't do much. But anyway, created this little bridge and this walkway up to where the normally people spawn over here when they come into this world. And I put this little welcome and enjoy your stay sign, and beds if you need a bed, you know, some torches, axe and pickaxe and swords. If people need stuff to use, they can come in here and use this. And yeah, so you know, I'll also give them that too. I don't need that, but yeah. So people, however, they don't quite. Hey, look at those sheepy up there. They don't always come over here. What I've noticed is that people spawn in over here. So I'm thinking about leveling this area so that they can get access to that stuff over here too. Because I do notice that they do spawn over here. But it's hard to predict some places where people spawn or where they don't come up. But in any case, yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I wanted to start off. How do I get up here? I don't want to die. I'm not going to die, but I don't want to fall either. I like that design. That design's not bad. That's I play around with designs to see what I like and what I don't like, but yeah, that was my initial design for the Tower of Babel, and that was exceedingly difficult to recreate, and I had to have my daughter help me with that. But I topped it off. I made a level, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to go with smooth stone and dark oak wood to go all the way up to the top. I got 4 columns, and yeah, that was my design. This was getting exceedingly hard with the diorite, the granite, and the oh, what's that other one called? Diorite, granite, and just drawing a blank. So making that design became exceedingly hard, but it created a nice little effect, which is what I enjoyed, so I kept it that way. One of the first main buildings was actually this little one. This is going to be my mine shaft, my original mine shaft. So this was my original mine shaft, and as you can tell, it goes down into my subfloor where my netherwort farm is. And so that was one of my initial buildings. This bridge was one of my initial builds. And look, there's another wandering traveler. I'm just sick of those guys. I just really hate their grunts. But anyway, that and this was one of my initial buildings right here. This was going to start off to be some of my storage area, but as it turned out, I turned it into my brewing stand. And with all my recipes and stuff like that I've yet to perfect, the potions and stuff like that, which is fun to do when I have the resources. But here's all the resources that I can use. Fermented spider eye. Anyway, I got my dogs in here because I don't like to hear them yelp all the time. Here are all my enchanted books. That's what I was trying to... Enchanted books. With my lapis. And all the different places to store my enchanted books, which I do not have a lot of, but when I do, I'll put them in there. My what you call it? What's that called? Can't remember what it's called, but yeah, my man, I am drawing a blank on this, but my little library here for enchanting books. And I haven't slept yet, so those phantoms are going to be back. So anyway, I shall sleep, and I shall end the broadcast with this, and bid you adieu. Thank you very much, and have a good day.